wife gets here,
buy a rice cooker.
But the first appliance. Hey friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Donna. This is my husband David. I share a lot of things, so please consider subscribing. I would love for you to be part of our family. So today's video, I just thought about this like a few days ago. This is just very random, and thank the Lord my husband agreed to do this with me.
Yes.
Okay.
Easy. This one's easy for me to do.
He gets paid, by the way. No, it isn't.
Okay. I'm ready.
Okay, so for today's vlog, we are going to talk about what to expect in marrying a Filipina.
Yeah.
And if you are new here, he is American. We're married for 5 years. We've been together for 7 years. And disclaimer that whatever he's gonna say, that's his opinion. No judgment. Everyone has their own opinion. So this is just his opinion. Okay, love, go ahead.
All right. So the number one thing is that when you marry a Filipino, there will be a rice cooker in your house, and it will have rice in it all the time. There will be rice for breakfast, for lunch, for dinner, and if you're eating, you will be offered rice to go with anything. If you're having a sandwich, it will be like, do you want some rice to go with that? Anyway, meaning
your first, when your Filipino fiance or wife gets here,
buy a rice cooker.
But the first
and don't mess around and go to one of the American stores and get one of those little 1-pound bags of rice. No, you get the back-breaking 50-pounder because you're gonna go through it. I'm not joking. Like, there's that much rice. I don't know.
At Costco, there's lots of rice.
Yeah, we get the
American
25-pound bags, but I mean, they don't last as long as you would think. So
yeah, that's true though. That's true.
And the other thing is,
but
Filipinos,
you like rice too.
Yeah, I like rice too. Not as much as you do, though. Filipinos like to eat carbs with carbs. So in America, everybody's like, oh, I don't want to eat carbs because they'll make me fat or whatever. I don't believe that. I mean, I eat plenty of carbs, but they'll have a bowl of noodles, and they'll take the noodles like pancit canton, and they will put it on bread and make a noodle sandwich, and then they'll have rice on the side. So it's like 3 huge servings of carbs for a meal.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Just me though. He's basing his opinion on how I eat. So, and also don't judge me if I eat like that. And also the pancit.
Yeah, well,
pancit canton or pancit bihon, we eat it with bread and sometimes with rice.
You do.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Most of my friends here do that.
Yeah, that's true.
My family do that.
These observations are not just about her, because she has a lot of Filipino friends, and they all have rice cookers, and they eat rice all the time too. So, anyway, the other thing is pointing with your lips. Like, you will, if you want to point at something like, hey, look at that thing over there, or bring me that, bring me the computer. She'll be like, will you get me the, like she's pointing with her lip. And it took me a while to figure this out. I'm like, bring me the, and I'm like, something wrong with your lips? Like, and she's pointing with her lips. So yeah, that's something.
Yeah.
And the other one is, at least in Bisaya, her native language, when you can't think of a word for something, you call it a whatchamacallit. Hand me the thingamajig, or the whatchamacallit, or whatever. The word that she uses is kawan. Yeah, but she uses that word like, can you bring me the kawan from the kawan, because I need some kawan. And I'm like, there's too many kawans. I need something to go on. Yeah. Like, just bring me the thing from the pantry, the kawan from the pantry, so I can cook dinner, okay, there's some more clues, I can figure it out. But sometimes there's too many koans in a sentence.
Yes, because why we do that? Well, it's very common for Bisaya to say koan all the time. And for me personally, I always say koan because when I got here, it's very hard to speak English all the time, every hour, every minute of the day. Like
it's
you're
just
processing,
a word she's forgetting how to say. So
yes, you're processing the word in your brain, and then you really need it fast, so you're just gonna say koan.
Right. Yeah. Because sometimes too, and you know, and I've seen this before, but it's a true thing. I mean, there's a Filipino comedian, Joe Coy, who you know, joked about his uncle, but it's not just uncles, because it's, I mean, her too. Because like I remember one time she was trying to tell me what color she wanted our fence painted in the backyard, and she said, I want it painted like the near and the around the beside and the, you know, the next to the, but she never got anything. That was the sentence. Near and the, around the, beside the, and I'm like, the part around the air conditioner. She's like, yeah, that, you know. But I figured it out.
You figured, well, I was telling that to you before you watched the Joe Coy show.
Yeah, she did that. When I watched the Joe Coy show, I was laughing so hard because I'm like, yeah, it's not just Filipino uncles that like next to the, near and the, beside the, you know. So there's that. What else?
But also, if you don't know Joe Coy, if you're American or you're hilarious, watch his show at Netflix. It's like you will gonna understand your wife, your Filipino wife, or Filipina fiance.
Yeah, and the other thing too is when Filipinos, at least Filipino girls, get together, the volume goes up about 200 times and stays there and never comes down. So when they walk in the door, they start shouting at each other, and then another one
We're
joins
not
in
shouting.
And they get louder.
We're just loud because that's.
And they get louder and loud. She's doing it now, and it's just me talking. Louder and loud. The volume just raises to the point where the men generally like creep outside because it's like so loud.
Also, we have lots of food when we party. Bring house.
Oh yeah. So if you come to our house, you will leave with food. I don't care. I mean, if there was something prepared tonight, you're gonna have a bowl of it, you know, to go home with you. It's gonna be insisted. So
even if it's not party,
just take it.
Yeah.
But if she doesn't have anything prepared, she'll go in the cabinet and get like four pantry and get 4 cookies out of a bag and put it in a Ziploc and give it like, here, take these cookies. You know, so you've got to take something home.
Not just me though, my friends too.
No, yeah, that's true. No, if we go to somebody else's house, they send us home with food.
I think it's
like you come to a Filipino's house, you're leaving with food.
With something, yeah. Or you're leaving with something, even if it's just a candy or a chocolate or whatever, or a ramen noodles.
If they don't have any food, you might leave with a bottle of shampoo. I mean, you know, that they got with a coupon for a penny at Dollar General.
Okay.
But that's true.
Because we do that. That's like the Filipino culture or tradition that we don't let anyone get out of our house without giving something.
That's true.
My stepdaughter,
every time she comes, she leaves with, she basically has to get 2 or 3 sacks because Donna gives her clothes, you know, a purse, you know, food
all the
every
time.
She's, you know, here's some, you know, oh, you said you needed AAA batteries for something at home. Here we have some, you know. It's like, so yeah.
If we buy something at Costco, like last night we got lots of seaweeds and I got seaweed, I'll give you.
Yeah, it comes in a packet of like 20 bags of it, and even though Dylan eats a lot of it, and she does too, and I eat some, but it takes a long time to go through those 20 packs of seaweed because there's like 40 sheets of seaweed in each pack. So, and you only want to eat like what, 3 or 4 of them at a time.
Yeah.
So 1 pack, you know, lasts a while, and there's 20 packs, so we're giving that away. Some of that away.
That's why when I got here, it's a little bit adjustment for me because in the Philippines, we always give our food, like even if we have just a small noodles or food, like we always give something for our neighbor. And then, you know, like one time when we were in our old house, I've given, you know, not lots, but a couple of times with our neighbor in Plummer House.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you told me you don't have to do that like all the time when you cook and then give it to.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, it's fine if you do, but
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't have to do that. That's what he said. Because
Oh,
they
yeah.
have food also. Here in America, they don't. They have food all the time.
Yeah, we have too much food. We're unfortunately we have so much food that we're throwing food away. But
Yeah.
because we have so much that some of it goes bad. It's like, oh, there's that whole thing of, blueberries at the back of the fridge that I didn't see for 2 weeks, and now they're fuzzy
Yeah.
and have mold on.
And for me, I don't like wasting food. Even we go to in the restaurants, I always tell him, even if he's on a diet, I always tell him, eat this all, because not all in the Philippines can eat this, especially my brothers. So
Yeah.
eat this all.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean,
Finish this.
Yeah.
What else, love?
I think that's the main things. I mean,
Yeah.
the rice, the kawan, the carbs with carbs, pointing with the lips, bring house.
And as a wife,
Bring house, for you Americans, that's takeout or take home.
Oh yeah, take home.
They call
or
it
to
bring
go.
house, to go. So you're going to get a to-go bag when you come to a Filipino's house. Yeah. And if you don't get one,
How about being a wife though?
what about it?
A Filipino wife.
Hmm.
Like a wife towards a husband's affection. We're loving and
Yeah, we are, but I mean, she is, she likes to keep a very clean house, very organized house. She can't rest until everything is, not everything, but I mean, everything's mostly put away,
it's not like the
done,
same as
like whatever.
before though, when we don't have a baby, because I'm like really.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard now.
It's
with
hard now
Dylan
without
running
having
around
a
all the time.
toddler.
But still, even with him, I mean, it's, sometimes when it's 9 or 10 o'clock at night, you're like, just leave it for tomorrow. It's like, it's not
I think that's.
gonna, it's not gonna be the end of the world. It'll still be there.
I think it's in the Filipino blood that we cannot just.
Nah, some of your friends are not like that.
No, don't say it. They're watching.
No,
No, most of my friends are very,
no, they're all, every one of them's house seems
It's
very
just that
neat,
I'm like
neat and organized.
crazy. I'm
Yeah.
like a little bit.
Yeah, I know it was funny because Dylan, just figured out how to rip all the toilet paper off a toilet paper roll and tear it into pieces and drag it all over the house, and it keeps him entertained for a really long time.
Yes.
And I came in the door, I guess, what was it, Friday night, and the half of the house had ripped up toilet paper all over the floor. I mean, I've never seen that before.
Yeah.
I didn't mind, but it was like shocking because
Shocking, because it's not
it's
me
not like
at
that. And
all.
actually, my daughter was coming over because it was our anniversary on Friday.
Yes, and she babysitted.
And she came over to watch Dylan for a little while while we went out just real quick for dinner. But she's never seen the house like that either. She walked in the door right behind me. I had just gotten home from work, and she pulled in the driveway at the same time. We both walked in, and she even commented, she's like, I've never seen your house like this before. I mean, it took 2 minutes to sweep it up with a broom, but
Yeah.
it was just scattered everywhere. So,
Yeah, that's true.
So yeah, very neat and organized. So yeah.
Yeah, I think that's it. We will end our vlog here because our baby is on mute, but our baby just woke up from his nap, and we are going to the Asian store to drop off our Balikbayan box to the Philippines.
Yeah, it's a box filled with all kinds of necessities and nice things and
Yes.
whatever. We send one every 3 or 4 months, something like that.
Okay, so because it will take.
It takes a long time to get there. It takes 2 or 3 months for it to get
In my island though, I'm from the Siquijor Island, so in the big cities it will just take, I don't know, a month to 3 months, but because we live in an island, that's it. Okay, we will take you later. I'll show to you where we drop off our Balikbayan box, and don't forget to subscribe. Say bye to them, love.
Bye to them, love.
Bye. Love you guys. Mwah.
You have the paper?
Yeah, I have it, the paper. Yeah.
Muy, muy.
Yeah.